1. We are live for episode 48 of Filmaholics Entertainment Podcast. Alex the Bear Vu is back, baby.
Yeah, back in the States, baby.
Yes, finally back in the States after a nice, fun episode last week in Mexico. Right now, we're starting off with Vu and I, but we will be having Brad jump on hopefully in the next few minutes. We wanted to start off because he has to get going. We do have a good amount of movie news, considering last week was pure tournament. Vu, after being a part of that, well, how about this? First off, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. You know, it was great to spend a week with you, Kev. Yeah, do a nice little retreat, a little fap retreat. So, yes. Always a good time. Missing our boy Brad, of course. Missing our boy Brad, of course. Yeah. So
we gained an army last week in the sense that we had 7 new people join us last week, which was really fun. I mean, how'd you feel about the results at the end of that tournament?
Did Parks and Rec won, right?
Yeah, Parks and Rec won.
Yeah, I was sad. Yeah,
but I did vote for that one, I would say. Did you vote for that one or Office?
I voted for The Office.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But I
don't think Brad liked it either.
Yeah, the slate of guests that we had were awesome. I love the format that we did. You know, it was a great way just to interact with everybody and have fun too. So.
Well, it's interesting because we've never done more than 4. I think we've had 4 at one time. 9 is hard to do, especially when you're in this one room and you don't have different screens. I mean, it may not be the best quality, but at least, at least we did it. That's all that really matters, right?
You might win a Fappy for hosting this year.
I might best host. No, it was really fun. I feel like everyone got their points across. I feel like by the end of it, everyone was so pumped up. They were so they were so excited to be part of it. And hopefully more of them can join us in the future too. But yeah, with us traveling, I mean, gosh, I was going to ask you, I feel bad because Brad's been watching things, but you and I weren't necessarily watching anything, just getting hammered.
Yeah, not watching much. We were big eaters and drinkers last week.
Yeah.
But, you know, plane time is a great time to catch up on movies. So I actually did get through a few movies on the plane.
Well, let me hear it.
Yeah, so I watched, let me start with the first one, Challengers. Yeah, I watched Challengers.
Yeah.
An interesting movie, I want to say. Very interesting. I thought the first, 3/4 was awesome. I didn't love the ending, just because that really exposed how shitty of people everyone was.
Yeah. I can see that. You're not the only person that's told me. I actually came out of it, I remember thinking originally being like, God, I feel dirty of how crappy everybody is.
Yeah.
It was kind of sexy, though, at the same time when they're, sweating, when they touch at the end there.
So what did you interpret as the ending of that movie? Because who won that point? You know, who won that match?
I think Brunette did, right?
Yes.
But you could say that the red guy did too, because he finally was like, oh, now that he's not shackled by her, he just was gonna send it and be himself, and I don't know.
Yeah. Finding his love for the sport again.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a good point, man. I'm not 100% sure on that one.
I wish there was more closure.
I don't remember though,
to
honestly,
that ending. Yeah, I wish it wasn't such interpret the ending as you will and more straightforward. But yeah, I thought it was a decent. The first 3/4, I was like, wow, this is quite the movie, and I didn't realize it was about Roger Federer and his wife.
It is
loosely. It's very loosely about.
I never knew that. She was fucking somebody else?
I guess. This is what I heard. So feel free to fact check me, Fat Nation, but I don't want to
we might be starting some rumors, yeah.
I'm not trying to be TMZ out here, but
funny.
But yeah, I thought that was a decent flick. I watched the Garfield movie. Not a decent flick.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, probably not.
It was not great, but and then I watched The Beekeeper, which I thought was awesome.
Yeah, that's a sick movie. Yeah, that was a surprise one when I watched it back in January.
Yeah, for a Jason Statham flick, that the plot was very interesting.
Yeah, right. It was about essentially this lady who was taking care of him. She gets killed, correct? Or she kills herself because she loses millions of dollars getting scammed by a phone.
Yeah, but off her phone, like people that are just trying to steal information, and it, like rolls up the chain, and you find out it's like the president's son. Like, how crazy is that?
Oh my God, you're right. Yeah.
It's just like, what is going on in this movie? Like, how far-fetched could it be?
Was the mother from Fresh Prince too?
Yes.
Yeah. Fresh Prince.
The mother that died.
Yeah, the mother who died. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I think Brad's hopping on right now. Oh, he made it.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's not. We'll have to wait for him right now. But yeah, not a bad movie. I was very surprised at how decent it was actually. And
because I remember you guys saying how like there's gonna be like a spin-off or like it's gonna be a series now.
Yep.
I hope so, because
I do too.
That movie was awesome.
Yeah, it's a classic Jason Statham movie. And it's just, I'm sorry, I'm watching him. He's copying and pasting and he's about to hop. I want to make sure he talks about it because I think he liked it. I think this was in his top 5 of the year, or like it was like an honorable mention.
I didn't realize. Yeah, we'll have to get Brad's opinion on both Challengers and Beekeeper if he's seen them.
Yeah. I mean, we'll have to do that. But yeah, I mean, for me, I only watched Friends the entire time. You literally caught up. Classic. Rachel was having Ross's baby. Oh, spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't missed it. Spoiler. Apparently Chandler might have to move to Tulsa. A lot of drama going on.
Yeah, but you've seen this all through before, right? Like you've seen Friends through.
When I was younger, yeah. I would say, and then I think one of the big key, I guess, topics of our week was the idea of Agatha all along and the Penguin. So I mean, it's also something I want to discuss with you because I think both were great episodes. Did you watch both?
Yeah, I watched both.
Yeah, I watched both too. Okay, I'm excited to talk about that.
Yeah.
If Brad can figure out how to log into his computer or figure out, I hope it's not like Texas being like it's not allowing us with it being live.
Like let me in.
Awkward. Hopping on in 2 minutes. All right, so he'll be here soon. And then he's doing Handmaid's Tale. I'm sure we can let him talk about it. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like I'm pretty pumped about this fall so far with the idea of how Agatha all along has started. And same with Penguin. I think both are kind of different. They definitely have different diverse or different feels to them. But that's one of our topics here today is discussing it, the success of both of them. But
is this not the best time for these two shows to be coming out? Like it's spooky season, and like this is like what I want for fall TV.
So true, because the Batman came out back in October of 2021, kind of during spooky season as well. And it's a dark, gritty take. We'll discuss that too. But Agatha, I love that opening. I didn't know that. He's here. He's here. I remembered it. Here we go. The man of the hour. Boo Radley. Boodlejuice.
Don't say it 3 times.
How you doing, buddy? We were just talking about Vu. Just watched Challengers and Beekeeper on the plane.
Yeah.
And he wanted to get your thoughts on them.
I still haven't seen Challengers.
Oh my God, you haven't? Okay.
It's a film, Brad. It's a
because
I don't think it's on streaming
though. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think it's on streaming. So when I saw that it was on the plane, I was like, oh, I gotta snatch this up. Like I gotta watch it.
Hey, Brad. By the way, we missed you last week, buddy.
Yeah,
that was we're glad to have you back, man.
I just noticed the name Post Cabo.
Yeah, those jingles, dude. I'm going through it right now, but we had a great time. We had a great time in Cabo.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, Parks and Rec over The Office. I mean, we don't need to get into it.
Yeah, that's how I.
Dude, that's the group there.
Brad, what would you have voted for in that?
The Office.
Parks.
So it would have been in time. Okay. It would have gone into the horses.
Oh, yeah, that's what we needed.
Did you hear when Vu for Big Bang Theory and what was the one Big Bang? Oh, and Arrested Development. He didn't raise his hand just so we could show everyone how we break ties, which is the horse race. It was electric in that room.
Yeah.
Big Bang Theory, God.
Oh my God.
There were a lot of haters for the Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, there were. But yeah, we're in the middle of discussions of just kind of like what we're watching right now. Of course, he just checked out some movies here. Brad, how you doing? And also, what are you watching, man?
Doing well. We're in the busy week, busy month, but things are going well. I've been getting content in for the boys. I think you guys, I haven't been on the pod since we first started like trying to catch up on stuff, and so I watched WandaVision.
Okay.
I think it
was
off
2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
WandaVision good overall. Started off very slow.
You didn't like that?
I'm just not a fan of like that era of TV.
Oh, are you not?
I
thought that was
did
really
not
cool.
love the black and white. How shocked were you that it was black and white, or did you know that already?
I knew that already.
Okay.
That there was like they did like decades or whatever, but
yeah.
As it went on, like I think it was a very good show, and I haven't started Agatha all along, but excited
and it is
for
Agatha is a pure sequel to like you start off and it's like, oh, I forget how similar this is to WandaVision.
Does this make you want to watch Agatha, Brad?
Yeah, definitely.
I think give it a chance because we did like it, and I haven't talked about it.
I like that character.
She was great in it. She was great in it. She was like an E-list, F-list type of superhero that she nailed it. So they're gonna give it's like a Peacemaker in a way.
And then Peacemaker. I think I talked about it. I saw that, and then I gave up on Rings of Power, guys.
It's that bad again.
I was on episode 2, and I just had like a thought come to my mind, like, why am I still watching this? Like, I'd rather go to sleep than watch this.
Yeah.
Dang.
And that made me really sad.
What? Who's it for? How do you invest $2 billion? Not even $2 billion.
Multiple billions.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's insane.
It's just boring. Like, it's just, I never felt like what I would feel during House of the Dragon, where you're like, oh, fuck, like this is a crazy battle scene, or like this is really good political intrigue. Like, it just didn't have that, and I don't know why. Like, there's stakes to it because it's Sauron and Mordor, but
I guess they're just random ass J.K. Rowling stories. Like, it is based off of a story. It's not somebody just doing complete.
You mean
Tolkien? Yeah. Tolkien. I mean, it's not just complete random ass stories. I guess I thought that's what it was, but that sucks, dude.
But yeah. And now I'm on.
They have to cancel it if it does bad, right? Or do they just keep on sinking more billions?
It's a great question. I mean, because what I was reading was most of the money was like tied up in the rights that they bought.
Yeah,
like, that was a big chunk of it.
Yeah.
So maybe you pivot to something else if you still have the rights.
So, Brett, I'm looking at this right now. It looks like episode 1. This is IMDb. Episode 1 has a 7.3 score out of 10, which is not terrible. Episode 2, 7. Then apparently, thank God you stopped at 2, because then it gets to 6.3 for 3, 6.8 for 4, and then it becomes 7.4, which is the highest rated episode of the season for episode 5. And then episode 6 is 7.2. So 7s aren't bad. I think 7's right where you draw the line in the sand. You either like it or you don't.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
It's not a guarantee. It's a good show. But I think more people may be liking it than you.
Yeah, maybe it's just not for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to save my time and say, like, you know what? I'm not one to usually stop watching a show. Like, I just have that completionist in me, but I just couldn't do it.
Well, then, hey, you're watching a much better quality of story as well, as we heard from earlier this week. Aren't you watching The Handmaid's Tale?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, it's now.
I've heard good things about it. What do you think of it so far?
That's the Hulu show, right?
Yeah, very intriguing.
Okay.
It's like maybe their main claim to fame in a way, or like their big original Hulu IP.
Yeah, I think that it was like the not challenger to Game of Thrones, but like, Hulu's version of like.
It's Hulu's version of Challengers.
It's their version of like high quality TV, award winning.
Yeah.
Very that's nice. What we're currently watching. So.
And then Boodle-Ju. I mean, we can talk about movie reviews later, but have you been watching movies too, or has it been too busy?
Oh, yeah. I saw Transformers 1.
Oh, I can't wait to talk about that.
Speak No Evil and Boodle-Juice.
Oh, you saw Speak No Evil? Okay, good. Well, I'm excited. Well, hey, you know what? It's 13 minutes in, or whatever number you guys have on your screen. Mine keeps changing. Let's dive into the news here today, guys.
Let's do it.
Let's go into Let Me Talk to You. So the first news here today is that there were rumors going around last week when we were in Cabo View that apparently Rey's new Jedi Order movie had been canceled and or delayed because I guess the director was leaving. We pull it up here. I sat on my glasses in Mexico when I was hammered one night. and so they're crooked as shit. So I have to be wary when I wear them. All right. The rumors are flying that Rey's upcoming Star Wars movie, thought to be titled Star Wars New Jedi Order, is either delayed or canceled, but neither has been confirmed by Disney. I guess the really only confirmed thing going on is that they've made a bunch of announcements, and the only movie that is confirmed to come out is the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, whereas New Jedi Order is going to be essentially episode 10. Well, let's see. The reason why, because apparently it was initially believed to be to come out in May 22nd, 2026. But I guess apparently now it's going to be Mandalorian and Grogu that comes out on that day. So the earliest it would happen would be December 18th of 2026. So we're in 2024 right now. That means it would have a year and a half, a year and 4 months to try to make that release happen, which seems like that seems pretty fast. I guess now they're trying to say New Jedi was instead always slated for December 17th of 2027. That seems realistic to me. Let's see. I think the problem here and the rumors going around is that they're just saying that because Grogu and Mandalorian took over that old slot, that they're thinking, well, this must be over with now. And apparently, which I can understand. I mean, gosh, by the time Grogu and Mandalorian comes out in 2026, it'll be 7 years between the last Star Wars movie. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but that seems a little ridiculous if I were if I were Disney to take that long.
I was just curious about that. I was like, it seems like it's been forever.
Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of reason why people are also saying that it's later canceled because there's internal rumors. Because, people are looking like The Acolyte. So The Acolyte, terrible show. $180 million thrown out the window. Right? Like insane. And I think they actually made the show with the intention to make a season 2. I think it ends on a cliffhanger. But clearly it was just slammed by all the fans. I mean, it was slammed by us too.
How far did each of you get into it?
First episode.
I didn't even start it.
But I think again, all drama happens is that almost every movie that Star Wars announces, like there was rumored to be a Taika Waititi movie, canceled. There was rumored to be a movie by James Mangold, which is supposed to be going over the Old Republic. I'm sure we talked about it last year. I think apparently that has not been announced and or canceled, or it won't come out until 2028. Right?
Damn.
It's one of those situations where what is Disney doing? What is the future of Star Wars? Right? What is happening? Are we going with the new episode 10? Are people kind of tired of the whole Skywalker Rey lineage? Maybe people want to go. My thing is maybe they go back to that Old Republic. They start doing more stuff like that. But things change because James Mangold put out that terrible Indiana Jones movie. Right?
That was James Mangold.
That was James Mangold. He also did that movie. He also did that movie. Fantastic. I guess it just, and then also who's the lady from the first Wonder Woman movie? She was tasked with doing like a Starfighter movie and making it kind of like Top Gun Maverick-esque. That got canceled as well. All these movies have been announced. Whenever you see a movie get announced by Disney and Star Wars, they end up getting kind of canceled. So what say you guys? I mean, do you guys see this internally? Have you guys heard the rumors about this? I mean, is it crazy that it's been 9 years since we've had our last movie? Do you even want to see a Rey movie? What do you want to see? I asked 4 questions there. Let's start this topic up quick.
I think it's crazy that we haven't had a movie before 2020. This was pre-pandemic times. We've had a movie, Star Wars movie, standalone. Give me something new for sure. Like, let's get away from this characters that we've seen in the last 9 movies. Like, give me some new content. But I keep forgetting that Disney owns Star Wars because we kept talking about like Marvel and the pressure of Marvel. Damn, we should be talking about the pressure of Star Wars because that's a huge fumble in the bag too.
I mean, some people would consider the last trilogy a failure.
I would.
Yeah, I think looking back on it, I'm not rewatching them. I would rather watch the old Star Wars than watch those ones.
Yeah. I also hear that like the Star Wars fandom is very toxic. And,
extremely toxic.
And there's nothing that you can do to please them.
You really
like no matter what. Yeah. So it's a tough act to juggle. But I mean, their shows are doing pretty well, right? Like Andor, you have
Andor did well, but again, that's
Mandalorian.
Yeah, Mandalorian. But then it's
Ahsoka
more one of those situations where it's kind of lately. Ahsoka's fine, but I guess the Mandalorian Grogu is a story to end this Disney TV series. It's not even I guess it warrants a movie. Baby Yoda's gonna be huge. Hell, I think Baby Yoda needs to be brought back up in these movies in the whatever episode 10 becomes. I think he's the face of Star Wars going forward. But I know what you're saying, Vu.
Yeah, like the shows have been doing well with the viewers at least. Like Obi-Wan, like
it's the first time. Well, Obi-Wan technically was a flop.
Wait, what? Really?
Flop. Andor actually in the last 2 episodes skyrocketed in viewers. Because a lot of these situations when they're a lot of people are saying this internally, Disney's doing too many writing or too many white lines, essentially steering people away from what they should have done. They're trying to check too many boxes, fill every audience, and essentially make a movie that's not necessarily the Star Wars of old, but a movie that's Star Wars made for everybody out there, which is not what Star Wars is supposed to be. Dune takes risks. Yeah, Dune takes risks. It's a rated R movie that's slow to a lot of people, but it stays true to itself. Right? Mm-hmm. What'd you say, Brad?
Yeah, for sure.
I'd agree.
Whereas Star Wars is
in a soul.
Right. It has a distinct feeling to Dune when you're watching Dune. And it's made well and it sticks to the story. It just, to me, now we'll see what book 4 is going to be like when the worm starts becoming things, and I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, we'll see seeing what happens when there's some real crazy shit happening. If Dune is good to be staying true to its story. Hell, we'll even see a Dune Messiah, or not Dune Messiah, Dune Prophecy.
Did you guys see the Dune news? Not to pivot, but did you guys see the Dune news that came out?
No, what was it?
It was something like the Villanueva. He said he'll like the next movie could be like the last one he directs.
Oh, I think I knew that. Yeah, I did know that. Yeah,
I did not know that. Just because I guess is this a trilogy for books or
first 2 movies were book 1, third movie will be book 2.
But are there more books after book 2?
I think this is the end of the Atreides or the Paul, whatever. Right?
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, it's more of a Paul. Those 2 would be Paul stories.
Yeah,
gotcha. So I did not know that. So when I saw
this ain't spoiling shit. It's in a book, and
the books came out decades ago.
Yeah, and they may change it up.
Yeah,
they may change it up.
I trust Denis.
And the rumors are going to be changing up. I don't want Lindsay to hear it. They're going to be changing up The Last of Us Part 2 to change things up too.
Oh,
in what way?
But Kev, weren't you saying you're playing the second? Didn't you say you're playing the second game and it's pretty boring?
I did start it back up and it's fine now. It is game back.
Oh,
yeah, it is game back. I had to put a couple extra hours in. But bring it back to Star Wars here quick. I guess what I'm trying to say is that it's not very surprising. It's been 9 years since we had Star Wars. You look at Dune, you see the success of Dune. It's like, what do you guys think Star Wars needs to do to figure it out and to capture the feeling of people again? I mean, Dune was made to be an Oscar-winning type film. I felt like you don't hire Denis Villeneuve without making it something like that. I just wonder, do you get a top star director like in the first one with J.J. Abrams, but maybe more of a serious one? Well, yeah, I don't know if I want Jibu or the freaking weirdo guy from the first one. I actually don't think that first movie is very good. Episode 1, I mean. But I guess, what do you guys think? The
Phantom Menace?
The Phantom Menace. What do you guys think, though?
I just feel like you got to distance yourself. So you got to do something new. Otherwise, people are just
keep
connecting it.
Old Republic?
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Give me actors that we don't know so they can be their own characters.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And then, I don't know what it is, but like try to make a soul out of it. Like give it an identity. Don't just, I don't know. I think the last trilogy seemed to just be like copy and paste with the Disney sticker on it.
Good job. I think that's a good answer. What about you, Vu?
I just want like a new original story that like what Brad says, not too much into the old stuff that's been done before. Give us something new, whether you go way into the future, way far back, like give us something original,
Well, you look at something like Andor, didn't have lightsabers in it, right?
Yeah.
right? But can you make a Star Wars movie without lightsabers? Like, do you do a story that's based on the lineage of the Jedi, or do you do a story that maybe is something that's like, and or it takes place in the world of I guess it's so hard because Star Wars is
tough question.
That's a tough because it's so intergalactic. It is the saving the galaxy, and I feel like you can't dumb it down or bring it down to such a minute level. I mean, Rogue One, fantastic movie. But the problem is you can't have too many Rogue Ones being released in theaters because you need a story that I guess its gravity is the gravity is huge.
Give us like a Sith origin story or something, you know?
So that was apparently what Acolyte was. The movie we didn't the show we didn't see. But you're right. That could be like the rise of the Sith. I think that was also going to be what the Mangold movie was going to be the beginning of the Force, right?
Whoa. That's cool.
That would have been kind of cool. Yeah, whereas Rey would have been the Rey movie would have been her just essentially teaching these kids how to be Star Wars.
No more
new generation. I know.
No more Rey.
I know. Remember, she's gonna get paid $12 million to do it. Oh my god, she's gonna be rich from just Star Wars. I say own it. Own it. Don't even have a career outside of it. Just like Tom Holland, just own it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Anything else you guys want to add to this?
They gotta start
Hashtag
turning them out.
Star Wars. Hashtag save Star Wars.
Hashtag save Star Wars. And what'd you say, Brad?
They gotta churn them out. It's been too long.
Yeah, start putting
some
them out.
direction.
Yes, sir. Well, hey, what say you people around the world? John Smith, John Cena. I want a Star Wars movie with John Cena. That'd be sick. The Rock. The Rock.
That's what Star Wars is missing.
They're missing The Rock and Vin Diesel fighting with the lightsabers. So say you all around there. Moving on, The Penguin and Agatha debuted this past week. Vu and I checked it out. I don't think you were able to check it out, right? Correct, Brad? Nope. But the LA Times and a lot of reviews, both have very high scores on Rotten Tomatoes, are saying Agatha all along and The Penguin proved that superior universe is on television. I mean, I will say this, that I was watching The Penguin and Agatha, and both shows not very excited about necessarily. And I came out of watching both being like, that was much better than I expected.
Ooh.
Yes, yeah.
Maybe is IGN like prepping us like for the worst case scenario?
You know what? We need to talk about this. I hate IGN. I told Boo I don't think he can send us IGN reviews.
Yeah.
I can't handle it. We got to find a new review. Mad. It makes me mad. Who the hell are they to say that it's a bad movie when The Penguin's audience score is 98%?
Yeah.
Wow.
But not just IGN. Like Rotten Tomatoes had a horrible score for Agatha for the first two episodes too. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if people are just like trash bombing the shows before they see them or what's going on, but sets us up low and like the shows deliver. And does that make it that much better that you're expecting the worst and it's like pretty good?
You know, that could have helped. Yeah, that for sure helped. I'd say. Now let's see how it goes.
It's a marketing ploy.
Yeah.
Shit bomb your own show.
That's a good point. It is kind of cool that we saw two DC. Sorry, bringing it back, but is this the first DC versus MCU show to be released in the same week? I think it was to debut.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, they even bring it up here. Like each is a chapter in an ongoing canonical saga whose overall arc does not much interest me. Oh, okay. Especially given how many times these worlds have been rewritten, rebooted, retconned over the decades. Okay, interesting. Well, I thought they liked it, but it sounds like they hate it. Which, this one's leading into essentially the Batman, and then I think, and then of course Agatha definitely follows up WandaVision. I don't know. I guess
remind me in the movies, what was the Penguin's role in that Batman movie?
He was the drug dealer, and he owned the
nightclub.
The nightclub,
but he was below that one guy,
Falcone. Carmine, Falcone. Oh, wow. Did he kill Falcone?
No, he does not. No, Falcone dies off screen. Is that correct, guys? I
thought he was getting. He got shot because he was getting taken to jail or something, and he got.
Then you might be right. Yeah. That's probably what it was. It's been a long time since I've seen the Batman. This makes me want to rewatch it, but I think you're right about that.
Yeah, the Penguin's such an interesting character, especially like this twist where he's kind of like a loser almost.
Like
just a
and I don't want to spoil
too
much for Brad on this. It's only one episode. I feel like Brad can suck it up and watch. Even we're not gonna spoil too much, Brad.
Yeah,
but I mean, it is good. Like it is an interesting dynamic because I wasn't excited because the Penguin just seems like a loser / snobby piece of shit, ugly dude. And the idea that they were able to humanize the guy makes me wonder how are they going to present him going forward. I mean, this is clearly a Tony Soprano type Batman show, right?
Yep.
Where he's going to probably have good moments, but he's also going to show at the end of it, in his core, he's a bad guy.
Yeah, Colin Farrell is acting his ass off.
Oh my God, is he doing it, dude? He says it takes it took him 2 hours originally to do it, or maybe even longer. Now they somehow brought it down. Yeah, just for the makeup.
Oh my God.
But I think I just highly recommend it. I think it's got great reviews. Like I said, it's got a 92 or something on Rotten Tomatoes. Agatha has an 83%, but both have good score. I mean, Agatha, bringing it back to Agatha. I think she is doing acting her ass off. The fact that it starts off that first episode with kind of back in that, they're in their brain type thing. I love that. I love that concept being brought back.
Yep.
That they're living their own false
under the trance.
Under the trance, yeah. And then her first scene of her being back to normal is her butt naked. I think that's like Catherine Hahn being like, "Yes, queen." Like that was insane. I love that first episode. I think that first episode was like a solid 9 out of 10 for me. The second episode, 8 out of 10. I want to see what they're going into episode 3. But they're in, the end of episode 2. Oh my God, I thought the horror was great.
Yes.
Ooh, I like
that. Oh yeah, Brad, you're gonna like that horror. It is one of the creepier things you've seen. It's like damn Disney.
The show's not for kids.
No, it's not. It's definitely not a show for kids. You can tell from that first episode.
Yeah. A lot to be excited about. Yeah, the second episode was a little slower. She's just trying to get the gang together, but very curious as to how this all plays out.
Well, I'm wondering, is it a ploy to bring back Wanda? Do you think?
Brad brought up that great topic. Like, is Wanda just done?
Yeah. And I just feel like it's hard to say that she's done forever. I mean, the actress is young. She said she's wanting to get back into it. Hell, if Robert Downey Jr. could return, I think anybody could return.
Yeah.
That's so true.
I don't know. And then the original, and then I guess what they're saying too is the third part of this is going to be Vision Quest, which is, of course, Vision returning, Gray Vision. I wish I had Kenny on here because Kenny brought up such a good point of the idea of at the end. You probably heard about this. You did hear about this at the end of WandaVision, where it's like, who is the true Vision? The one who has the memories but isn't the real body versus the body of it. It compares it to the ship that was made back in the 1400s. There's some famous ship where it's like every piece of the ship was taken away from that ship, but is it still the ship that it was? Ship.
That's a good point.
Do you know what I'm talking about, Brad? What do you think?
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I think it just comes down to the memories and what.
Do you think the memories are more important than the
body?
The body itself, because
this is just like Jean, or was it Jean, or in X-Men, that animated X-Men?
Yeah,
there's like two of them, right?
Yeah, doesn't he make a child with one of them?
The fake one.
Yeah, with the fake Jean.
Yeah.
That was crazy that X-Men did that. I was watching. I'm like, am I stoned? Yeah, no, that was crazy.
Not a kid show.
No, that's not a kid show. I don't know. What else? Sorry, I asked you. What do you think, Brad? You think it's the memories is the one? So the Vision flying around at the end is not the Vision. You don't think it's the true Vision?
Well, I think he has the memories because
that's right. Now he does.
With the memories touched him, and his center orb and everything changed. So,
oof.
Does he not run off an Infinity Stone anymore?
No.
That's right. Wow, that's crazy.
Because that was destroyed.
Yeah. Well, hey, everybody out there. Check out Agatha and the Penguin. It's only episode 1, but it's good to see that they've got good reviews, and it's good to see that Vu and I aren't the only ones that liked it. So we recommend it. Check it out.
Is Penguin Thursday nights now? Is that a Thursday night
show?
I
don't know. I'm just gonna check each night when it comes out. The series. I don't know when they come out.
Feels weird for an HBO show to not be on a Sunday.
That's what I was wondering too. Yeah, I just feel that same way. I don't know. Well, hey man, Boys, moving on to the next topic is I was just Googling on the internet, like, James Bond news, because there's a rumor going around that apparently La La Land director is being helmed to direct the next James Bond. Love that guy. Does he have a new movie that we just saw, or does he have a movie coming out? The La La Land guy? Or Whiplash.
Chazelle?
Whiplash guy. Look, have you seen that one, Brad?
Yeah. I saw that one on a plane, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, Damien Chazelle is the same guy.
Okay, so it is the same guy.
Well, he did Babylon.
Oh, I like that movie too. I think that's an underrated movie. But yeah, I mean, I was just going through this random article that was talking about what's the future Bond looking like. And I just kind of wanted to talk to you guys. What do you guys think about who the front runners are right now to be Bond? And give me your guys' thoughts. And then if you guys are thinking about it, think about who you guys would like to have. But so present, share screen.
What's the youngest Bond we've ever had?
I don't know. The big thing with this one is that they want a younger guy because they want a guy for another 20 years. Whereas I don't know. I mean, was Daniel Craig even young when he got hired?
Daniel Craig might have been the youngest actor to play James Bond.
Really?
I would have guessed he'd probably be like mid-30s.
When
Casino Royale came out.
Casino Royale is 2006. He's 56 now, so
he would be 37.
Yeah, 37. Wow. So a 27-year-old, maybe a rookie James Bond would be really cool to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we're looking at it like, so they discuss Paul Mescal, who's going to be in the new Gladiator 2 movie. I mean, everyone wants to work with him right now because I think that movie's going to kick some ass. He's going to make his name for him. So Paul Mescal is being rumored. Of course, the number one rumor, though, is Aaron Taylor Johnson. People have looked at as well as Henry Cavill. I don't know who this James Norden guy is, but he seems like he's known for some random ass movies. Never heard of it. Jonathan Bailey, who was in Bridgerton, coming in Wicked. Damson Idris, who's in Snowfall. Has anyone here seen Snowfall?
No.
Nope. Okay. I think I like this one the best, but it might be too on the nose, is Theo James. His character, him in The Gentleman was great. Leo Woodall, who's in The White Lotus. Okay, I do remember him from White Lotus. Bridget Jones. And then this guy from Bridgerton, the main guy from Bridgerton as well. These are the big odds currently if you go to Yahoo or bet like if you go to betting websites.
Give me Jacob Elordi.
Ooh.
Oh my God, I would love Jacob Elordi, dude. Did we talk? Did we recommend him like a year ago?
We did for I think maybe
our
X-Men
fan cast.
Okay, yeah. Because we did talk about this last year. I mean, we were talking about, remember the rumor going around is Christopher Nolan may do a James Bond film after Oppenheimer. I think that's simmered down a ton. I think Aaron Taylor Johnson, to me, is my choice. I think he's such a stud of a dude, suave. I think him in Bullet Train was his like test run a little bit.
You think him and Kraven the Hunter will stop?
Dude, I'm going to put money down that Kraven the Hunter is not as bad as everyone thinks it's going to be.
It can't be worse than Morbius.
Yeah, true. Or what's worse?
Madam Web.
Madam Web. It can't be Madam Web.
Yeah. I kind of.
I'm trying to. He's too big and good of an actor to be on a failed job like that.
Yeah,
I just Madam Web actress thought she was in the MCU. She thought that Madam Web was in the MCU. She didn't know what she was doing.
She just signed the contract.
Yeah, she just signed the contract. Oh,
I would prefer James Bond to be like a lesser known actor, just because like I want that to be James Bond. Like not for me to think of them as anything else. You know.
So Aaron Taylor Johnson, what movies do you think of him with that? Don't look at the ones on the screen, but what movies do you think of him? Okay, well, that was when he was like 17. So
the only thing I know him from is like Kraven the Hunter.
So you think Kraven the Hunter will leave a stank on him?
I don't know if I want like an MCU like
he doesn't have anything on his radar where he's a leading man either.
Okay.
Yes, he's in.
I like that.
He's never a leading man.
I do like that. Yeah, I do like that. I just love Daniel Craig. That's forever like my James Bond.
You want Daniel Craig to return?
I want Daniel Craig to like de-age.
Would you rather have him, Vu, or Cillian Murphy?
Oh,
such a good one, dude.
Cillian Murphy would be but he's pretty old, right?
Cillian Murphy is too spot on again, I think. I think he's like,
Yeah.
he'd also have to gain some muscle. I think Cillian Murphy's thing is he's kind of like that, the whole Peaky Blinders situation.
Could you see Glenn Powell as James
Of
Bond?
course.
This is what it's all been going towards.
What about Michael B. Jordan?
Yeah.
No, he'd be well, I'm more bringing it back because I'm essentially going by our X-Men list because we did all these.
Give me Barry Keoghan.
Well, don't joke around. That would make my life.
No, so bring it back. Who said Jacob Elordi? Was that you, Brad?
Yeah.
I like that idea a lot, Jacob Elordi. What about that? What do you think about that, Vu?
I would not mind that, actually.
And I think he's a solid actor too. The problem is he's Australian. I think people like to poo-poo on Australians. He can gain a fucking English accent.
Yeah. That would be. I'm intrigued. Is he too young to play that role?
I don't know.
What even is the origin of James Bond?
Yeah, can you find that, Brad?
Yeah, like
is there James Bond lore?
There has to be. It's been 100 movies. None of them have brought up the lore one time. Because Casino Royale is just another episode in the James Bond series, I think. Actually, or it's a remake, or it's they're using the same name or something.
Wait, Casino Royale?
Yeah, that was the first one of the Daniel Craig. I think that one was based off of one that was back in like the 60s or 50s.
I did not know that even.
They do that a lot, I guess, apparently, is they'll do like remake. Like I'm not 100% sure though how that works. I'm not the biggest connoisseur of James Bond.
I mean, it's just James Bond's just based off of the author's experiences with like people and spies and secret agents. So I think, Jacob Elordi, I think, is upper 20s. So
yeah,
I don't think you have to be like a 45-year-old man.
No, I think you're right about that. Yeah, I think you're right about that. Well, I don't know. Is anyone? How about this? Final gun to your head. Who's your guys' choice? I'm gonna go with Aaron Taylor Johnson.
I want Glenn.
I'll go Barry Keoghan.
You know what is kind of fun? Barry Keoghan. Oh my God. He is kind of a stud though in Eternals. I do want to say that.
Yeah.
This is kind of crazy because there's really actors are battling for main franchise roles, and the main franchises are like James Bond. If you're not in James Bond, I feel like you can't be in Star Wars or Marvel or DC if you're in James Bond, because James Bond's supposed to be another 20 years of taking your career essentially. It's quite interesting to think.
James Bond? Do you guys watch James Bond movies in theaters?
Typically? Oh, I do. Yeah, I think they're great.
Yeah.
Do you think when Tom Cruise retires, Mission Impossible is done, or do you think he'll redo it and have a new Mission Impossible with somebody new? So that could be another brand that gets redone. Or is that just Tom Cruise?
I could see Tom Cruise having the final decision on that.
Yeah.
Out of respect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think Mission Impossible was based off of James Bond. Well, it's not. It's an idea taken from it. But what about Bourne Identity? Bourne Identity is another one that's very similar. Yeah.
Matt, wasn't there a Bourne Identity spinoff already?
Yeah, with fucking Jeremy Renner.
It wasn't Hawkeye.
Good. No, it was terrible. It was so bad that they did that they brought Matt Damon back.
Wait, really?
Yeah, if you look at the chronological movies, it was like the fourth one, and then they did a fifth one with Matt Damon.
Yeah, it's called Jason Bourne, and the fourth one's the Bourne Legacy.
Yeah.
With Renner.
Oh. That's hilarious. I had no idea.
Yeah, not very good. He tried.
Yeah.
Well, hey, everyone out there, who do you want to be James Bond? Who do you want to direct a James Bond film? I'm excited for them, and I'm excited for more movies to be coming out. So, moving on. Woo! Yeah, baby. I just wanted to go through just that because I'm a big fan of this director, and he's an award-winning director. The first MCU director to be nominated for Best Picture is Ryan Coogler. Has now released a new movie trailer for Sinners. Sinners it's starring Michael B. Jordan playing two twin brothers, and apparently they're battling a terrifying evil. Did you guys have a chance to check out the trailer?
Michael B. Jordan is playing two people?
He's playing his twin.
Oh.
My next question is, what are the best movies where some guy had to play two people?
Parent Trap, Lindsay Lohan.
Oh my God!
I was gonna say The Social Network, Armie Hammer.
Oh,
I thought he did a great job playing those twins.
Yep.
What about you, Brad?
It's more serious answer.
Yeah, a little more serious.
I think Parent Trap was the only one I even knew.
I thought she was a twin because of the Parent Trap.
Yeah, same.
Like for the longest time when I was a kid, I had no idea. Yeah. But did you guys get a chance to check out this trailer?
I have not.
Did you? You didn't, Brad? Did you have a chance to check it out?
I did.
We're gonna get kicked off of YouTube, but at least we can have it for the podcast. Do you want to listen? Do you want to see it, Brad or Vu?
I'd be down.
It looks fucking insane. If you hadn't told me that this was not a trailer for or who is Jordan Peele, it feels like a Jordan Peele trailer.
Okay.
Here, let's put it on. Okay.
We forgot about the Medea. The Medea Tyler Perry movies.
Yeah, he plays like an entire family in that one. All right. Ready, Vu?
Alrighty.
I've been all over this world. I've seen men die in ways I ain't even know was possible. Hey, brother. Be careful. I will.
Next Tyler Perry.
With all the things that I've seen. I ain't ever seen no demons, no ghosts, no magic. Till now. To get back inside. Let me in, man. Some weird shit going on out here. You keep dancing with the devil. You gotta let me in. Come on, let me in. Come on, let me in. Come on, you gotta let me in. One day he's gonna follow you home.
Okay. Okay.
Wow. That might be my most look forward to movie of next year.
Yeah, that looks very intense.
That looks so good. And I just love the idea that horror is now the new like the new avenue people want to take when creating a movie.
I didn't even know Ryan Coogler did Creed either. So like these guys have a lot of history together.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm very excited for that movie.
Right. And I just love seeing, I'm just call me patronizing, whatever you want to say. I do like seeing African American led movies like this where it looks like it could be production quality. And I like the idea that it's not, because a lot of times people will make movies with African American cast where it's maybe about slavery or like gangs. Whereas this one's like a pure story about I guess the rumor going around is vampires. Also, where's Blade? Also, this should have been Blade.
Yeah.
I mean, if this was a Blade movie, I'd be so pumped. MC would be back.
I don't even know what they're fighting, and I'm super excited for it.
I love that they're keeping that. I love that they're keeping that ominous too.
I mean, yes, I love that.
I will be watching this in theaters.
Yeah,
like that's how sold I am on that trailer.
What do you think, Brad?
Very exciting. I was looking it up. Haley Steinfeld is also in it.
I thought that's who I saw. Yep.
And we love her, especially from Gwen Stacy in the animated Spider-Man
movies. God, yes.
So it's very exciting, and Coogler has been killing it. I mean, the Creed trilogy is pretty insane.
Yeah,
Fruitvale Station, Black Panther.
Yeah.
So Come on.
Yeah, I think this is like, I love seeing that we got two prominent directors that are changing the game up when it comes to movies, like him and Jordan Peele. I hope they keep pushing each other, just like how back in the day, we saw Steven Spielberg and Scorsese push each other to make some of the best movies we'd ever seen during the 90s and 80s. So, yeah, I'm really pumped up for that movie. I'm really excited for it, and it's only a teaser, so we don't have much to say about it. But it might be my most looking forward to movie that year.
Has Michael B. Jordan? When was the last movie he was like starring in? Was that Creed?
Probably Creed 3.
Creed 3, maybe. Let's look that up.
So it's been a while since he's been it's been a while since he's been a leading man.
And I like Creed 3. That was his first directorial debut too. Creed 3, and then Coogler did the first two.
I loved Creed 3. I loved every one of those movies.
I did too. I really loved them all too. And then I liked he had one movie. I think he was playing Jack Ryan or something, or like a guy on Amazon. It was like one movie or one.
Oh,
like it was Tom Clancy. It was a Tom Clancy movie, and that wasn't very good. But I think he's got the acting chops. I think not only is he a good looking dude, he's a hell of an actor. If you ask me, he's a great dramatic actor. Hell, I wish the MCU hadn't used him as a villain, but he's one of the best villains MCU's ever had.
True.
Yeah.
Like him and Black Panther, great.
I wish he was the new Black Panther.
Oh God, man, we can only wish. When he shows up in Black Panther 2, I almost jumped out of my seat where what's her name sees him in there, and
Shuri sees her in the dream.
Yes, I just thought that was so sick, and his aura he has about him is just so. He's a good actor, man.
Yeah,
have him in the DCU. All right. Well, let us know what you guys think, and hopefully this makes your guys' top of your list around the world for next year.
That's the number one movie you're pumped for next year?
Right now, I think it is.
Over Fantastic Four and Superman?
I just love a new IP. I think that's a movie I think has insanely high ceilings.
Yep. Okay.
I get that. It could be Ryan Coogler's movie that we remember him for. It could be we have not seen Michael B. Jordan become a best actor nominated type of character yet. I think he's due for one.
True.
So, I don't know. I think that we'll see. I could be very much set for failure though too. And then the last thing we want to go through is just there have been Oscar predictions. Variety came out with this last week when we were out. They're just talking about because there's been a bunch of film festivals coming out. So like this time last year we were hearing about movies like Iron Claw, hearing about movies that all the movies that got nominated essentially for the Oscars. And they brought up things. I just wanted to bring it to your guys' attention, so you guys may want to check them out in the movie theaters as well. But
Dune 2 re-release
is there?
No.
Oh, I thought you were like
putting it back in theaters.
Yeah, that'd be kind of funny. So of course, I do think it needs to be nominated, though. I hope it does make it to that point. It was fucking fantastic, but pretty much the big thing with what Variety thinks is going to be the top 4 projected nomination leaders. They're saying Emilia Perez, which is starring Selena Gomez. They're saying Gladiator 2, which I love to see. That's up here. Dune Part 2, which we love to see for Best Picture. Mm-hmm. So that's 3 solid movies. The Room Next Door. I don't know what that is. If anyone looks that up. Saturday Night. Saturday Night's going to be insane. That's the 90 minutes leading up to the first episode of Saturday Night Live. I think that cast is stacked. I think they're all really, really, it's looking really good. The Brutalist, which is a 3-hour and 35-minute movie with a interlude in the middle of it. It's like a post-World War II film that's got a 95% Rotten Tomatoes already. And then the Conclave, which I have no idea what that is either. Let's see.
The Brutalist had a less than $10 million budget.
Yeah, and it's got Adrian Brody in it.
Yeah, Felicity Jones.
Oh my God, this is the most Italian cast I've ever seen. The Conclave has Ralph Fiennes, Stanley Tucci.
Looking at The Room Next Door, and it's a best-selling writer reconnects with her mother after losing touch with her for a number of years.
Tilda Sweeney and Julianne Moore.
Oh, interesting. Yep. That could be a good one. The Conclave is Cardinal Lawrence is tasked with one of the world's most secretive and ancient events, participating in the selection of a new pope. Surrounded by powerful religious leaders in the halls of the Vatican, he soon uncovers a trail of deep secrets that could shake the very foundation of the Roman Catholic Church. I like that too. Gives me vibes of what was that Tom Hanks movie?
Da Vinci Code.
Da Vinci Code. So
also Ralph, that's like a perfect role for him. I don't know why, but I could just see him as a
I could too.
cardinal.
He's such a great actor, man. I love him in everything he's in. All right, cool. So that's with that one. So their predicted winner is do they not have it? Okay. Go ahead. Let's see. Is that why does it say what is this? Oh, these are most nominated films. Most nominated films. So sorry, guys. I fucked up.
You yanked my chain.
I yanked your guys' chain. So, oh no. Okay, thank God it's there. Okay, so they got this Best Picture, of course. Nora, don't know what that is. Blitz, which is an Apple original films. I love seeing the apples up here. The Brutalist, A24, naturally. A Complete Unknown. Again, I don't. Oh, Timothy. Oh, it's the Bob Dylan movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Bob Dylan movie. Conclave, we just talked about. Dune Part 2 is going to be nominated, they think. Amelia Perez, which is a Netflix film. Gladiator 2, love to see that. The Room Next Door, which you discussed, and Saturday Night. Okay, so pretty much all the ones that are up there are nominated for this one.
I'm curious about A Complete Unknown.
I am too. I mean,
Timothy Chalamet with 2 movies that he stars in.
Oh, true.
Wow. That's a good point, man.
We're talking Glenn Powell this, Glenn Powell that. It's a Chalamet year.
Okay, well, first off, if Timothy was in Twisters, he would have been blown away. He's too small and too light. At least Glenn Powell is staying on his 2 feet. Yeah. Glenn Powell should be in Dune Part 3.
Oh my God, my wet dream.
Yeah,
would love that. Imagine the T-shirt and the merch we could draw.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine the popcorn bucket?
Just Glenn's face.
Oh,
not even like open,
yes, please.
Just him smiling, like a little smile. You have to you only get 2 popcorns out of it.
Oh, that bucket would see horrific things from the audience.
Oh God. All right, bring it back here. Director they're looking at. Okay, so Pedro Almodovar for The Room Next Door. Joaquin Adiard for Amelia Perez. Sean Baker for Nora, which I like Neon Pictures. I don't know what Nora is about, though. The Brutalist, Brady Corbett, and then Ridley Scott. They think he's going to finally get nominated again for Gladiator 2. I mean, Gladiator 1 is his greatest triumph.
Gladiator 2 looks awesome. Like everything, the trailer.
Yeah, it looks absolutely insane. The other ones I'm excited to see in theaters, though. I'm excited to see these ones. I'm going to try to see them as soon as I can.
I mean, would you put Gladiator or the original Alien as his?
Alien. Yeah, I would pick Alien. What about you guys?
Probably. I feel like that had much more of an impact than Gladiator.
Yeah. What about
not
you,
having
Drew?
seen it, not having seen Alien, I do have to give it to Gladiator. I just love Gladiator so much.
Boo got shit on so hard by his friend this weekend for just not knowing movies. It's so funny.
I'm trying, guys.
He's trying. We like it, man. You're the normal person, dude. You're the normal person.
Yeah.
The thing best actor is going to be Adrian Brody for The Brutalist, Timothy Chalamet for A Complete Unknown, Daniel Craig for Queer. I have not seen that trailer, but I've heard of it. Coleman Domingo for Sing Sing, and then Ralph Fiennes for Conclave.
I mean, call me crazy. I want Timothy Chalamet for Dune too. Like his speech at the end, I thought it was really. I thought it was a great performance, but I can understand maybe why it's not.
Oh shit! I forgot they're marking who won. So sorry, bringing it back. They think Amelia Perez is going to win Best Picture. They think Joaquin Adiard for Amelia Perez is going to win Best Director. That must be a fantastic movie. And then they think,
is that out already?
I don't know. It might be. And then Ralph Fiennes is going to get, because it might be too early still for Oscar buzz. It'll probably come out in November, I would assume, or October. But yeah, Ralph Fiennes will win for Best Actor. Best Actress, we got Angelina Jolie and Maria, a Netflix movie. I don't know what that's about. Of course, Carla Sofia Gascon for Amelia Perez. Mikey Madison for Nora. Tilda Swinton for The Room Next Door. and Saoirse Ronan for The Outrun, and they have Angelina Jolie as their prediction to win Best Actress.
Yes. It's like Emilia Perez might be in theaters in November.
Wait, isn't it
streaming.
Netflix?
Theaters, select theaters and streaming in November.
Okay. Wait.
I just saw it's like a crime comedy drama. So
musical comedy.
Wait, why'd they give Best Actress to Carla Sofia Gascon? I'm pretty sure it's
Selena Gomez.
Is that her real name?
I thought Selena Gomez was her real name.
That looks like she's number 2 on the cast is Carla Sofia Gascon.
Oh, they're saying she's going to get it over. Wow, okay.
Oh.
Interesting. Supporting actor. Oh, my man. Bringing that Training Day accent into a movie that took place in like the 1200s or whatever. Denzel Washington. They got Denzel Washington winning Best Supporting Actor.
Let's go.
Who's the actor? He's not acting.
Oh, I see our boy Kieran on the list.
Kieran Culkin for Real Pain, that movie that's written and directed by Jesse Eisenberg, I think.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Guy Pearce in The Brutalist. Brutalist is getting nominated for everything. Stanley Tucci. And then John Turturro for The Room Next Door. I like John Turturro, who is the original Falcone.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, okay, that's a good Best Supporting Actor list. Supporting Actress. Selena Gomez?
Supporting?
She's literally that's so surprising to me.
She's the number one name on the movie as a cast.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just because of her name.
Yeah. Zoe Saldana for Emilia Perez. Emilia Perez must kick some ass.
Yeah.
If you got 2 people here doing it. And then Danielle Deadwyler, and then of course Saoirse Ronan for The Blitz, and Isabella Rossellini for Conclave. And then original screenplay, Nora, don't know what that is. Again, I got to look it up. Blitz, The Brutalist, Saturday Night, which I'm excited for a lot. And September 5, I've never heard of that. And yeah, I'd say these are, and then of course the Best Animated Feature. They predict The Wild Robot's going to win the Best Animated Feature. I do want to see this movie. Does that movie intrigue you guys at all?
I have not even heard of it.
I think it just came out this last weekend. The Wild Robot did.
I think I've seen very little trailers for it.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
It's weird that Garfield's not on this list.
Yeah, it's really weird.
That's a shame. Sinful.
Yeah, it's kind of insane Garfield made as much money as it did.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it's early. We'll have to see. I mean, we'll have to see what happens. But this is
cinematography, Doom Part 2. Let's go.
It should win it. It should win cinematography. That was fantastic. So that is our quick preview of the Oscars. I'm sure when we actually get nominations, we can give you guys full-on thoughts on what we see as predicted. But for right now,
seems like this fall there's going to be some real Oscar-worthy movies.
Seems like there's about 8 movies we got to check out.
Yeah,
about 8 movies. So, all right, and then the last news I wanted to go through with you guys is just essentially the Emmys recap, which was essentially Shogun, I think, broke the record for most wins in Emmy history. Boys, have any of you guys added this to your list at all? Because I highly recommend if you guys have time to check it out.
It's going to be there.
It's going to be there. I really think you guys need to see it because
subtitles are needed because it's another language. That means I have to focus.
Right. Yeah. 100%. And it's a lot. Well, it's also English, half English.
Okay.
It is mostly Japanese though.
It is on the list.
Yeah. Make sure it's on the list for you boys. But I mean, of course, as Shogun came back with 18 awards, that's insane.
The previous record was 13.
Wow.
Well, the Bears
made John Adams.
The Bears had 11 wins, which is kind of surprising.
It's a comedy.
For a comedy, yeah, it's the best for a comedy. Hacks apparently was a really good movie this year. The Traitors, whatever this is called. What is The Traitors?
Is it the reality show?
Yeah.
Reality. So it was the best reality competition. Boom! That should have been hosted by you.
Yeah, that was a very good show.
Was that one good?
Yeah. I think Lindsay watched it too.
Oh, she did.
Yeah.
Did any of you guys check out Baby Reindeer?
I did not. Heard good things. Yeah, Bianca did too.
Okay.
Did you cut it?
I did. It was really good. Yeah, it was. I binged that one.
Heard it's a little crazy.
Yeah, it is a little crazy. It is crazy, dude. And then I guess I thought I was going on one that was going to be doing, like who won what. It was kind of, I guess, just the highlights. But yeah, pretty much it was just this year was just the Shogun dominated everything. Fallout was nominated, which was so cool. I still think Fallout is a show that everyone should watch.
Quality. So
quality. You watched it too?
Yeah, I really liked Fallout. I binged that so hard.
Yeah, I watched it week to week, and it was really fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's also on my list.
Good, boo. You got a hell of a list. Maybe you'll be able to watch this with your children someday. You have a long list. His list is gonna be insanely long for when he has children. Holy crap!
Yeah.
But yeah, that's our quick rundown of the Emmys. And last but not least, I want to hear about what we have been watching. What are we? Let's go through our lay critiques. So, Brad, it seems like you've been the movie guy recently. I don't know if I've seen a movie since. I'm gonna think about it quick and look at my A list. But you want to go quickly through your rundown of movies you watched recently?
Yeah, absolutely. I cannot remember if we talked about this last time, but I did see Beetlejuice.
Oh, I did too last time. I never got to talk about it, or I did maybe. I don't know. But
I just don't know if Tim Burton's for me. I watched the original for the first time like a couple days before seeing it.
Okay.
And both of them were just like, I don't know. I think certain people, it's either for you or like not for you.
So it was for me. It was for me. Yeah.
I think I was just like, eh.
Really?
Was it like a pleasant experience while you were watching it though, or was it?
Yeah,
just
it still was.
Like it's just.
I mean, it's not a deep story.
Bad. I just was just like, eh. Didn't blow me away.
I think I'm so into practical effects right now that I think I could watch a movie with a stick being thrown across the street for 2 hours, and I'd be like, well, at least there's practical effects. I give it a D. Like for me, it's just I enjoyed it. I think the story itself was not very deep. It was also very messy. Too many characters. Hell, the main villain doesn't show up until the end, and it's like for like 5 minutes, and you're kind of like, what was the point of her even being there? There's a lot of random ass characters. Would you agree, Brad?
Yes,
when they brought the dad in, and he was there for 5 minutes, and
what was his name? William Dafoe.
Yeah, William Dafoe.
He played like a ridiculous character.
Oh, that was pretty funny to me.
But also that main like villain is Tim Burton's partner. So
yeah, that's why she had to be in it.
Maybe some nepotism in there.
They always say that if you date Tim Burton will cast you in a movie. He's had a lot
hilarious
of relationships. So, all right, next, what do you got going on, man?
And then I immediately saw another movie actually that day.
You did 2 for 1.
I did 2 for Shout out to AMC. Please sponsor us, even though I stole money from you.
Did you just walk in?
I did.
Hell yeah, classic. Has A-list, but decides just to walk in. I like it.
Just in case I want to see more than 3 movies, you know?
Yeah. I like it.
But yeah, I saw Speak No Evil, which is I don't know what you want to call that. It's originally a Dutch or Danish movie, and they redid it with American audience, and it has James McAvoy. And so basically 2 couples meet, and then the couple in England invites them over, and then some creepy stuff happens. And I wanted it to be so much better than what it was because and this could just be a me thing, but I hate horror movies where the characters keep doing dumb things, which keeps getting them like deeper in.
Oh, okay.
It frustrates me. Like, to me, it's not smart. It's just like you could have saved yourself if you just left, but I don't know. So
Boo, don't worry, because I've been told by 3 people that it's a good movie.
Definitely go see it. I mean, it's a good like thriller, I'd say.
Okay, not much horror.
I mean, horror in the sense of like these people are trying to get you, you know.
How is James McAvoy?
Excellent.
All right, see that's good.
Super creepy.
Yeah. Okay. Good. After Split, man. I mean, I want to see him in horror forever.
Yeah. So it was good. It was good in terms of like what it was. I thought it was supposed to be like really scary, so maybe that's where I was like, darn.
Yeah.
But
is it kind of like a Get Out vibes?
Yeah.
Because that's what I kind of.
That's the type of horror or the type of
Yeah.
thriller where you're uneasy and you're like, oh god, that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
And then the last one is I saw Transformers 1. I was very excited for it, and it was great.
Oh, good. Okay, good. It's got an insane score on Rotten Tomatoes, so I'm really pumped. And on IMDb, it's got great reviews.
It's just fun. It's just a very fun movie, cool cast, and it's the story of like how as Optimus Prime, his real name is Orion Pax before he becomes Optimus Prime.
Oh shit.
So they can't even transform, they're just miners mining in the planet, and then they become somebody. So I highly recommend if you
good story
are on the animated train.
Wow.
The animation movies do not miss.
How do you compare this to like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Ooh, I knew you were gonna ask that.
Because I don't want to compare it to Spider-Man. I mean,
no. Maybe a centimeter below.
Oh,
in terms of quality of animation and stuff.
Okay.
But like story and fun, equal.
Okay, good.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it really blew that TMNT movie really blew your mind last year.
Cool.
Yeah,
that was a cool movie.
That was fun to see together.
So yeah, that's what I got. I recommend all of them that I've seen.
Story's good.
I still have not seen a bad movie.
I don't think I have really either recently. I mean, I still was kind of like about the Blink Twice movie. That was my last one I saw. That was kind of like, do I like it? I would agree with you, man. So yeah. I mean, other than that, that's all we have for this week's episode. Anything you want to add, Vu, the bear, Vu?
Nothing for me.
Okay. Yeah.
Vu, what's on your list right now?
Yeah.
What have you been ripping?
What have I been watching?
Other than Agatha and Penguin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Outside of those two, we're still kind of chugging along through The Boys.
Okay.
But it's been a hard to get going because we just watched so much in a short time frame.
Yeah.
It's not the most bingeable show.
No, it's hard, man.
Yeah. I don't know how you did it, Brad. I don't know how you did it.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much it. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think that's it. I do have BoJack on my homework list.
Oh, nice.
So,
oh yes. Oh, and then I started American Murder or like Murder, the Ryan Murphy show. That was like this is the second one to Dahmer. If you guys have seen that, if you guys have heard of that one on Netflix, about the Menendez twins, it's really good so far. Great, it's dramatic as fuck. I mean, Ryan Murphy movies are a step above soap operas, or TV shows are a step above soap operas. So very dramatic, but I like it. It's kind of like my little soap opera. But I've been watching that too, and it's been really good so far.
Did you guys both watch the Dahmer one?
I did. It was fucked up.
Yeah, I got through like 4 episodes, and I was like,
"Oh, you didn't even get to the hardest part, dude."
There's a hard.
There's crazier shit in it.
I thought I saw it all.
Yeah, no, it's insane, dude. Oh my god. Is
the new one is like hard to watch in that aspect?
No, the Dahmer. But I'm only 1 episode in. Dahmer one is insane. Like,
yeah,
you're really seeing him mentally fucked up. It's really. I think they were like, yeah, we really went hard on this one, and the guy Evan Peters has not acted since because of how dark it was. We'll maybe not make a crazy one.
Yeah. Has he not acted since that?
Don't think he has. I think he's
that was
taking
like
a break from
2022.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Well, he appeared in WandaVision.
But that was 2020.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Yeah, poor guy.
Yeah.
Poor guy. Having to do those scenes. But well, hey, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening. Brad, it was so great to have you back.
Yes.
Good to be back.
The boys are back.
The boys are back. We made it back to Mexico. We didn't get stuck there. And everyone just around the world, keep watching movies, keep watching TV shows. Let us know what you guys recommend for us to check out. Follow us and subscribe to us on all platforms and on Instagram. We'll keep fapping as long as you guys keep watching. So anything you guys want to say before we head out?
That was the most beautiful sentence ever. We'll keep fapping if you keep watching.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, it's a good end it, man.
Love it.
We love you,
It's
y'all.
good to be back, boys.
All right, everybody. Peace out. Have a great rest of your night. And we'll see you guys next week for episode 49.
Yeah.